in the video. In today's video, we are going to do the Take Down Everything rebuild. So we're going to try to rebuild our entire roster and attempt to try to make it to a Super Bowl. So we are going to be running the best possible playbooks in the game, which is the Cleveland Browns and Kansas City. Which Kansas City on offense and Kevin Stefanski's on defense. But, hey, what's up? But, yeah, we got a lot of stuff we gotta do here. Gotta break everything. Just everyone who's good, get him out of here. Pretty much. So, Desmond King, I'm actually really wondering how his marketed value is going to be. We're also going to trade David Johnson, because, seriously, I don't want to hand his stupid goddamn contract anymore. I don't want to dangle around his stupid contract. I don't. Nope. But I would like some picks, because, you know, with life we need picks. But, yeah. Okay, so we didn't get that first round pick. But it is not completely possible either. So how about Jimmy Mormon? Okay, that doesn't... Yeah, I was about to say that's not gonna work. But they are in the need of tight ends, so... Jordan Akins? No. Okay, safe to say it's probably just, like, go for, like, maybe later picks. We do need some later picks in this year's draft, particularly. Like, we don't have fifth or 6th. And I would maybe like a second round pick, so maybe we should target these two players. We're going to do Arizona a second round pick and a 6th just for these players. And funny enough, David Johnson goes back to Arizona. Funny enough. Because he was actually drafted there. If you guys didn't know. Rex Burkhead. Get out of here. I don't even want Rex Burkhead. So we're going to have Royce Freeman as my starter currently. That's interesting. We're also going to cut Justin Brent. I don't want him. He's way too old. Despite he's a Seattle Seahawks player. If you guys don't know, I am a Seattle Seahawks fan. I'm gonna like to see Devin Jordan get some development, because he is a rookie after all. I think he could have some development on this roster. Laremy Tunsil, I would like to get him traded, and I'm actually curious of something. What would happen if I traded two of the best players for all Eagles first round picks this year? I mean, it's something I want to try, because it's better off just trying it than not. Okay, so we're barely halfway. But let's see if these two first-round picks will be enough. We already have two first-round picks, though, this year already. And we're supposed to get to next year and the year beyond. So I don't think it's the best idea just to trade two of the best players just for only two first-round picks when we don't really need two first-round picks. We kind of just need some later-round picks. So what I would like is a third-round pick and also a second next year. So maybe the Vikings? Maybe? I don't know. But here's the thing. If I traded, let's say, I don't know, just like a first-round pick, like a second next year and a second, I think, this year, right? Wasn't it just like that? So, oh wait, we don't even need a second. So let's say if I did this. It's not going to be a lot of value. We're not really getting anything. So it makes sense we maybe try the two first round picks and also a second next year. See if this works. Okay, it might be possible, which is a good thing. How about Jonathan Greenland? That's actually their biggest need. Come on, that's messed up. Anyways, I am going to upgrade Jonathan Greenland. He should be way better than he already is. So, that's something. And I also hate players in general that are 23-plus-year-olds as a rookie. Because then, like, they're going to have such hard times developing. So, like, let's say for, like, example, like, Roy Lopez. He's a really good rookie, right? He's 24 years old. Like, he's barely going to develop. And by the way, he shouldn't be a 76 overall, in my personal opinion. So, we're going to upgrade him a little bit, and hopefully, he might be enough to get the trade off for once. But, hey, it's just a figure of speech, to opinion-wise. And, let's see here. Will it be enough? Honestly, I know for a fact this is not going to be accepted, but I'm just curious to see how much. Okay. Now about the two best players on the roster. That is still not enough. Somehow. Okay. We're going to trade that, and instead of that, how about just a 3rd round pick? Alright. A 1st this year, a 2nd next year, and a 3rd this year. Okay, I shouldn't have said in that order, but that's just life. I'm sorry. But, defense, I think there could be a way I could get, like, well, I have to cut a lot of these players. You're like, why don't you even trade Justin Reed yet? It's because I'm gonna have to cut it, so. Roy Lopez is probably one of those guys who is going to be on the team for some while, but, like, he's not going to be a guy probably at the end of the rebuild just because of his age, and he's not going to be, like, an absolute, well, monster. We're going to upgrade his player commission. He was actually a liability in terms of run stopping, actually. So we're going to upgrade it to like an 86. So he's a 72 overall D-tackle. But, again, look at this roster. Like, this is not going to be a team that's going to go to this. Like, not even, like, the best playbooks can really save this defensive unit. I had a mixed opinion and actually letting him go. Maybe I could have probably kept him, but I'm not a big fan of it. Okay. We're on the limit here. Okay. We're going to cut pretty much all my linebackers. I'm not really a big fan of any of them, and it's like we're going to have, like, any single one of these players. And also, because of the video is going to be taken way longer, if I just literally go look and scout some players, we are going to just skip it for the first year. Only just because we literally need every position. So, like, what's the point of scouting it? The only point where it is going to matter is when we have to, like, know who's good and stuff. And here's the thing, it just really mattered for me. Jacob Martin, I think we could maybe get a 5th out of him. But if we don't, that is going to be a little upsetting. But what team really does need a right end? Seattle? Like, I don't know if they're going to accept it because, let's face it, they don't have a lot of draft capital. So, let's see. They actually did accept it. But hey, I'm not complaining. At least we get more picks to work with. And that's pretty important because if we don't have a lot of picks, it's not going to work well. Christian, Krister, I don't even know how to pronounce his name. He's out of here. Eric Wilson, might have him for just a little longer, and I actually might figure out a way to maybe get some, well, value at least. There is actually I actually am curious of something. Maybe we could find out a way to maybe get, like, a wide receiver, like, of some sort. and maybe get him for like a cheap price or something. I mean, that would be nice if we could get someone for a cheap price. And he's actually good as well, but that's not going to be an easy task to do. If you know what I mean. Let's just look at like someone who's like has some speed. You know what? Let's try to trip Brandon Ayuk. Got some speed. Okay, so that's not enough. I think we kind of all knew that. So how about both corners, since they do have a need of corner? But I would also like maybe a third round pick. I don't think it's gonna be. Yeah, it's not even close. But how about a? Okay, never mind. How about just nothing? That's still not enough. I'm actually really surprised that is not enough. Okay, so probably like a fifth or something like that. Let's do a 193 overall pick. No, that's not enough. How about a 6th round pick? No. How about a 4th round pick? Honestly, you know what? I'm gonna keep it since that is going to be very needy for years to come. So, well, that is going to be maybe a useful pick. So, we traded pretty much nothing and a 5th round pick for Brandon Ayuk. That's pretty shocking, but hey, I don't even care. At least now we got a receiver to work around with, which I don't know if Davis Mills is going to be the quarterback, but I mean, with Chiefs playbook, he could pretty much potentially just go freaking off. But I think this is going to be the last player we trade, and if I could get a 5th, that would be nice. So, let's see. Can I get just... Okay, so we got the Bears' 5th round pick for Jimmy Norman. Looks like a guy who would be on the Bears. Say the least. And they are in a need of corner, so it just made sense in general. Tre'Veon Smith, imagine he becomes like just an absolute lockdown cornerback. Larry Johnson Jr., he actually used to play corner, so honestly, I don't really care. But what we will do is figure out how... Well, we need a middle linebacker, so if we can find a nice middle linebacker to have, that'll be pretty nice. Hermit Foster. Let's see any young players. Vixen Joseph. I like. You actually, funny enough, I think used to be back, in one of my teams back in Madden 20, actually. Funny enough. But, David Arnett. You know what? I'm gonna go get Jeff Gladney. He might not be a talented player and all, but he might be alright for something. And the last, I want to go with... You know what? I'm just going to stick with what we got right now. So, we are going to be simulating it to the midseason mark. And see what happens. I know we're not going to make it to the playoffs. I think it's pretty honest. Like, there's no chance we're making it to the playoffs. So, yeah. And also, yeah, Madden 22 is officially kind of getting a little broken, and that's a little annoying for me, because I wish I could... Okay, you know what? Whatever. Whatever. You keep break your game, but you're not going to break me. It says I'm simulating it to the playoffs, but I'm actually going to simulate it week 11 and just see something. So we went 1-8, and I have no idea where our whatever. So scouting focused players. So yeah, I actually haven't did this before, but so choose a player to super focus scouting. So for me personally, I would like a quarterback pretty badly, but I guess we're gonna have to get a good look of the class. Oh shoot, you don't get a chance to look at the class. Okay. But let me look at the centers for a sec. I would like to see how Anthony Winfield is, because that is our currently biggest need on the entire roster. I would also like to see. This. I don't even want to like. I don't want to like do all of them because. Okay, let me go check. What does it say? Last minute fantasy picks. Okay. That was really what it was. Why did I have to read that in my head? That is inappropriate. Wait, did it cancel it? Please don't tell me it just canceled it. If it canceled it, I'm gonna be a little upset. So now we're gonna know a little bit more on Anthony Winfield, who, by the way, looks like an amazing prospect. But I want to see the running back position. I think it's gonna be a pretty big of a need, in the years, because like, let's say for example, let's give Davis Mills a little bit of a doubt. I actually really am interested to see on how Icing Kid is gonna play. I'm just a little curious. Scouts? Oh, it's just okay. Wide receiver. Okay, I'll do that. Central. Let me move. Yeah, like let's go move this one. But no, I don't want to sort. I want to. Apparently, it's not going to let me do anything. Rigid breakdown. So if I did every single one, like what would happen? Okay, whatever. Okay, so maybe I might want to do something. Like, so maybe at like the mid-season mark, I go look at like players and see if which ones I want to actually use that on. I'm gonna do that next time. Well, yeah. So we're currently 1-8, which honestly I'm kind of happy. Well, I am happy at least we have a win, because honestly, I don't really. I'm actually a little shocked, to say the least, that we won. You know, we have the second worst offense in the league, but with 22nd defense. Yeah, like I told you, like the playbooks are going to just be broken, and that's just proof right there. Like seriously, we have one of the worst rosters, and yet we have the 22nd in defense. I am a little disappointed though that Brandon Ayuk at least, you know. Oh, I forgot about the Chiefs playbook. Okay, I'll probably change that next time because I forgot that he's gonna get a lot of touches on the football now. Yeah, our line is hot trash. Not big of a surprise. Eric Wilson has 4 interceptions. 4. Woof. No one has even gotten more than 2 sacks this season. Damn. And literally don't have anybody besides Eric Wilson that has passed the 2 interception mark yet. But the people that do have at least passed 1 interception is Harley Lane Nicholson, Jeff Gladney, and Trevor Brooks. So, kudos to that. Kudos to that. So, kudos to that. But we are going to change the playbook because, I mean, even if Davis Mills gets the ball a lot more, it's not going to really help around the entire team. So I'm going to change the offensive playbook to Green Bay's. I know Green Bay loves to run their 2 wide receiver bullcrap, and that's going to be pretty bad for this offensive unit because we don't even have, like, a running back that's even past, like, a 73. And a matter of fact, we only have 2 running backs. But I think we're going to just be fine. And plus, then it just makes a running back averageously more of a need on the roster. And I swear to God, Brandon Ayuk, you better do something around here. Like, I'm seriously. Like, he's probably going to be, at the end of the day, the only player who we have who's actually going to be the starter. So, Davis Mills is currently a 70 overall. Not terrible, not terrible. I actually want to... Oh, yeah, I forgot. We can't trade players. Whoops. But, hey, at least Bevan Jordan is doing something around here. You know, just something. I know in the Packers playbook, I don't think Bevan Jordan's going to even get a touch the ball. Even probably not a lot, though, because, you know, the Aaron Rodgers thing. But, still. So out of the rest of the entire season, we only won like 1 game. Oh boy. Aaron Rodgers went Super Bowl MVP. Russell Wilson, who I haven't really seen often as the MVP, wins MVP. Mike McCarthy wins Coach MVP. Khalil Mack wins Defensive MVP. Justin Fields and Micah Parsons both win their respected rookie years. So, what happened? We have 1 extra win in the entire season. Let's see what happens. We were still ranked the 2nd worst offense in the league, but we actually now been ranked to the worst defense in the league. 51 sacks allowed, 12 interceptions. Royce Freeman, yeah, he got the ball a lot more. I'm assuming Chris Morris had over 1,000-yard season. Brandon Ayuk had over a 900-yard season. Double-digit sacks, like, yeah, like, I mean, I'm not surprised in their performance. Like, I wasn't even expecting anyone to do good, really. No one passed over 4 sacks. That is actually kind of disappointing. You know what's funny? I was expecting someone to have at least maybe have like 5 sacks. No one even had 5 sacks that year. 5 interceptions for Teron Johnson. Just how? Just how? How is this guy expected to be the... Like, he might have the most interceptions in the entire year, which is pretty crazy. Eric Wilson had still 4 interceptions. 2 interceptions for Terrence Brooks and Jeff Gladney. 1 for Kevin Pierre-Louis, AJ Moore, Nirva Hernick, and Harley Nickerson. So I wonder, since he did have 5 oh, he did not meant to do that. And why did I sound Irish all of a sudden? I have no idea. I'm like, oi, mate. I don't know why I sound Irish, but I did, so I don't care. So, let's see. Did he win, like, Defensive Back of the Year? He was undrafted. So this man was undrafted, and yet he was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week in Week 14. So I'm assuming that's when we got our win, I'm assuming. But yeah, we have a lot to work on offense and defense. So, yeah. Don't get your hopes up, guys. We're kind of going to be stuck in mediocrity for probably years to come. But I'm just hoping that, you know, something odd can happen. We're also going to be doing something, I guess I have did a couple times, but I haven't did so much. We're going to be skipping the, first, like the first free agency. We're not gonna be one of those people that just go absolutely out of their minds and go all in on the fact of, you know, yeah, I'm not interested in this guy. I don't even care. The one priority, if you want to be my starting defensive coordinator, you gotta have, like, I think I'm gonna go with Sammy Wagner. I like to, like, because developing corners, or I mean, I know they're very simple. Okay, I made a mistake because I don't like making like linebackers. You know, let me actually look back at Sammy Wagner, because I think corners are extremely important. But what I'm starting to notice is maybe this might be the better strategy. Boost stamina for linebackers. Well, no matter what, you are at least upgrading your corners. So yeah, I guess that isn't really a terrible one either. But, like, here's the thing. It depends really just on how good the drafts are going to be. So, like, for example, are all these guys just going to be absolute studs? Like, because it's very rare to have a lot of good defensive players at the safety positions. It's pretty rare. But, when it does happen, this is just not even worth going with. But that's just my personal opinion in this game, to say the least. Goals, yeah. Let's do goals when it's not even the season. Yeah, that's a perfect idea. So we're going to literally just simulate it to the draft. I don't think there's going to be anybody who I honestly need to sign. There is going to be no one who I really need. So we're just going to simulate it to the draft. Alright, let me actually look at something real quick.
It's gonna pain me, but I gotta trade him. I probably should trade him from Spain to start Jackson Carter right away. I'd like to hold on to Auden Tate, but it depends what he wants. CJ Uzama in there as well. And then Ricardo Allen's gotta be traded. Just the guys with expiring contracts, it makes sense to move on from. Very quickly, you can use code BANGLAZIKI, SEAT, G-O, the Beast, out of Charlotte. But he's bad. Very young, store dev,
Alright.
potential Red Sox.
And the Texans now on the
So, not surprisingly, we are going number 1. But surprisingly enough, we're also going number 2 overall. That's interesting. What I really would love to do is just go get both of these corners. Yeah, sure, his speed is not there, but he is going to be an excellent man-on-zone coverage. And also, especially look at this guy. This guy's literally legit, bro. But it is also going to depend on, is there anybody else would I like to get? Which, it's literally just quarterbacks or quarterbacks. So pretty much no matter what, we're probably going with at least one of the cornerbacks. I don't really want Chris Belton. Chris Belton doesn't really even look like a quarterback I would take at number 1. Jeff-Lee Wolf looks really good. He looks really good. He doesn't have the best speed in the world, but hey, he still looks like a pretty awesome quarterback to have. There is also Wayne Logan, who also looks just incredible. He looks like an incredible athlete. But Marquez Branks, I'm actually curious to see his story. Okay. He's really good, don't get me wrong. But he has epic stamina, finesse moves, I think, and injury. So, like, big time risk taking him there. I actually wonder how many, like, picks do we actually have in the draft. So, I think with the number 1 overall pick, I'm going to go with Wade Logan. Quarterback out of Oregon.
Now it's the Texans. Time is ticking.
He looks really good. That's kind of one of the only reasons why I wanted to go with him here. He just looked way too hard to just pass over as a generational talent. Which, and that means I'm going to go trade Davis Mills for probably just some picks. If I could get a first round pick next year out of him, that would be awesome. But the thing is, if that is a possibility, if this is getting accepted, I'm gonna be shocked. Yeah, like it's not even halfway. But you know what? Let me do this. Let me trade Nico Collins. Okay, that's not enough. You know what? I'll just figure out something to do with them afterwards when we're not even on the board. Because I don't want to, like, let the clock time respire, so, or suspire, I don't even know how to pronounce that correctly. We are going to go with Matthew Ryan, cornerback out of Notre Dame. He just looks like an absolute freak of nature. Yeah, sure, his jumping's not there, but, like, seriously, a man impress. Well, a man zone. I think that's safe to say he's going to just be a generational corner, which is something that we're going to probably need.
The Lions on the clock now. What direction?
Even if we did have Devin Thomas, like, there's no chance I would have passed over that. So Davis Mills and Nico Collins, I want to trade them both because I don't really want them. Who I want to trade them to is the most important question. Yeah, sure, Nico Collins is my second best player on the entire freaking roster. But I don't really want them. I just don't want to hold on to them. I don't want to do crap. So I'm hoping that Commanders don't have space. Okay, they do. I'm going to trade for a
The Cardinals on the clock now. What direction will they
Second
go?
next year, and a second this year. Maybe it might work. Okay, it doesn't work. So, how about I trade a...
All right, the
Okay, so they
Dolphins
need
are
right
now on the
guard,
clock.
and they need right tackle. Let's see if they want Max Cards, whatever that guy is. Wait, what? Oh, it's because of Cat. Okay. So, I'm gonna probably just trade
The
for
Vikings are now on the clock.
a second next year, but I'm definitely probably just gonna get like a fifth next year as well, just to get something else out of it. Okay, Nickel Collins and Davis Mills for a second and a fifth round pick next year. So that is going to be very nice. Oh, there's so many chats going on. I don't even know what the hell's going on. Sorry, I actually have a collection of stuff. Let me just move them real quick. So, today I found out that I'm gay. I'm not gay. I mean, that is very
The
rude
Chargers now on the clock.
to say in general. And honestly, we're gonna just play it safe
All right, now on the
and
clock.
just stay at where we at and just see who's the best players available. I really want to go with a safety. As much as it not the best to just go all in on the secondary, I really kind of want to get him. But Isaiah Kidd is available. I got a chance to look at him. This guy's going to be a freak. So I'm gonna go take him. Isaiah Kidd out of Virginia. He has a big need, especially in the system. Like, he's going to be a big major need.
The Texans are now
And
on the clock.
I'm gonna go with him here. So we get the number 1 overall pick in the second round. And wait, was he safety that was interested in? Yeah. I just can't, bro. I can't pass over that talent. I just can't. So we're gonna pick him out of Oregon, another player out of Oregon, funny enough.
Okay, the Texans up now. They're
But
on the clock.
they go with Stephanie Cleveland and a corner out of Oklahoma State, but we already went with the corner, so honestly, I don't care. Jeffrey Harrison. We are in need of receiver. Okay, so he has terrible injury, but like, I couldn't really tell if he's good or not, really. Because there's so much crap I had to look at. Freaking ridiculous. If I could get another tight end, that would be a nice, to say the least. But it's going to depend on how good they actually are. Henry Franklin's really good. But how about Mark Jackson? Okay, yeah. He is not a player who I want. But I kind of want to go with Henry Franklin. Just another guy on offense to hopefully get that pass group going. I know. We didn't need a tight end. We already have freaking Bevan Gordon on our roster. Bevan Jordan. But
And the Texans now on the clock.
I don't mind running 2 tight ends. I don't really mind. Now, if there's another good running back, I would love that, but I don't think that's going to be necessary. We do need a center. I completely forgot about that, but Anthony Woodville is available. Boy, oh boy, I am going to take him out of Florida State. Holy cow, what a steal. That is a big-time steal in the 3rd round.
On the clock
That is
now,
going to
the
be
Texans.
a
Time
big
ticking.
time adjustment to what is probably one of the worst defensive lines ever in the NFL. I'm actually curious to see how Alphonsus Green is. Yeah, he's not that good. I mean, at least he gets to stay healthy, but like he's not that really good. No one expected till day 3. A linebacker would be nice. So how about Tevin White? F at pursuit, Z in zone coverage. honestly, there is no risk of taking him because if he's bad, I don't care. So we're gonna go with Tyler White out of Nebraska, and we're gonna just let the draft play out. Let the draft play out.
Great potential right doctor for me. And that's where we start with the Riley Reef right away. The Beast out of Charlotte is heading to Miami. 5th round pick going as well. We're getting Javon Holland in return, who is an awesome player. Love Javon Holland at Oregon. It's funny, they actually ran a base nickel package at Oregon last year, and Javon Holland was the base nickel corner. However, when they ran, more traditional formations, we'll say, like a base, 4-3 or 2 high shell, was the starting free safety. For me, though, he's going to play strong safety. We have Jesse Bates at free safety, but even though Mike Hilton is a slot, for this season, Javon Holland will be not only the starting strong safety, but starting slot corner as well, and Von Bell will be that. What's going on in the mind? Slot corner as well, and Von Bell will be that strong safety when Javon Holland goes to play the nickel. So 2 very big trades already at Q Davis Gaithers to me.
Alright, let's go check in how our draft has been so far, Okay. So yeah, we got a very good corner. We actually probably got one of the best players out of the entire draft with the number 21 overall pick. So that's nice. Oh, you're telling me that Mark Banks, who had 3 Fs and 80 overall, that is such a joke. Like, that's not even it's not even funny. That's just such a weird joke. It just didn't make any sense. 81 overall, Kyler Wiggins out of Florida. He's actually the best running back in the class. But at least we got also one of the best players in the class. Alex Lightburn, who actually was going number 5, was also a really good corner. So, we could have gotten with them both. We would have gotten the best secondary in the league. R. McDadaford, who went number 7 overall, was a very good linebacker. I'm curious to see. Oh, Stephen Cleveland. So I with him number 1 overall in the 2nd round. We could have probably got one of the best players in the class. Yikes. That's going to be a yikes. But it doesn't matter, because we already got, whatever the freaking other corner we drafted. But, we actually, so we got a big-time steal with Anthony Winfield. We were also dressing the receiver with Kevin Nobley. I don't even know how to pronounce his name. Don't blame me. We also got another receiver to work with in Connor Borman out of UCLA. I'm probably going to up his injury and stamina. But nice 2 receivers to work around with. I don't think that's going to be terrible. And yeah, that's pretty much it, really. It sucks though that he ends up being 24 years old instead of 23. But, well, that's how it works. We're going to go with him as the number 20-year-old, just because I really want to see him actually become one of the world's best running backs in the draft. So, I'm actually really curious to see how the offense is going to work when we're going to have literally one big playmaker. I guess outside of Brandon Ayuk. And plus, that is going to put a lot of pressure. That's going to take a lot of pressure of what he had last season off of him. So, that's going to be very big with the rest of the season. So, okay, that was weird. So, for the number 21-year-old, we're going to actually use it on Connor Borman. I'm actually curious to see how he can play out. So, yeah, he's 6'1", He could be a pretty good receiver, but he also could be one of the big-time bad players. But again, we're kind of starting, like, every single rookie because we're kind of desperate here. So, yeah. I guess besides maybe Corn Ford, because he's literally the worst drafted player in the class, and I bet you there was a ton of other players that were also available who could have been better. Yes, Tyler White, as kind of expected for me, he turned out to be probably one of the worst draft picks in the third round, but we at least addressed a need at linebacker, and I will use my 22 on him, but I kind of want to move him outside just because I don't really want to play inside. You know what? I'll let him stay at inside this year, particularly, mainly just because I really want to actually just have a middle linebacker. And the last one will be on J.R. Nelzeri. I don't know what the J.R. means, but whatever. He's 6'7", 307 pounds. He actually could be a pretty decent tackle for this rebuild. So, that's going to be nice. So, here's to take a look of the offense. And I'm actually probably just not even going to bother with the Week 11 stuff. But, we have a very interesting offense. We're running with 2 receivers, funny enough, that both just kind of prefer playing slot, really. Kind of one like these. The O-line is noticeably better. Winfield, Meislich, they could be better impact players than some other O-linemen. And then defense, terrible defensive line, still. But at least we have something to look forward to with our cornerback, maybe a linebacker, and also our strong safety. So there's something to look forward to on what is pretty much a mediocre defense and offensive unit. So we're going to be simulating the mid-season mark. Well, actually, before that even. We're probably going to do it now. Where I'm going to trade for the Cleveland Browns 1st and 5th. But we're also going to have to trade our 4th round pick for exchange. So, I mean, at least we're getting 1st and a 5th, right? But, like, the other terrible part about it is that we're not really getting a lot of other... Like, that's it. We're done with the Browns stuff. We're just moving on with our lives with hopefully maybe good talent. And goddamn, my pimple is a pain in the butt right now. But whatever. So, yeah, the Browns are very good. But somehow... Wait, I'm the number 2 overall pick last year. I'm assuming it's gotta not be the Browns. I swear to God, if it's the Browns somehow, I'm going to be extremely shocked. But, yeah. So, yeah, not surprisingly, they're the team that's the reason why we have the number this overall pick. So, I think it was the Dolphins, right? We're also gonna have to make a trade with the Dolphins, because Dolphins don't even have one of their first-round picks next year. Which, I guess in this simulation, it's probably going to be their first-round pick. So, we're going to actually give it to us. Just because we're expected to be the worst team in the entire NFL this year. So, next year, 4th-round pick. For, honestly, worth value. Even if we don't get a 4th-round pick, it is hell a lot worth it. We're not gonna play any good. We're not gonna play really good this season. I mean, that's not surprisingly. Like, that's not surprising. Like, we suck. Like, seriously, look at our overall. We're even worse than the base team. Which, by the way, was a 75. or 73 currently. So, yeah. But the
Continue
Eagles
enhancing
look.
your franchise.
The Dolphins got Joe Judge. They got Joe Judge as their player. Oh, God. You know what's funny? Dolphins go against the Vikings in the preseason in week 2, but they also go against the Vikings at week 1. That's actually really weird. So, instead of them trading for Tyreek Hill as they did in real life, they end up actually just going and signing Devontae Adams since in simulation he walks in free agency for some odd reason. So, we're going to get the Dolphins first round pick. That is going to be really nice because we don't have anything. We're hot diddly garbage. I would trade for Trey Robertson with the pick just because there is probably be something worth with that rookie left tackle. So, yeah. And also, that would have just been worse value for the team. So guess what? The Dolphins or end up actually probably might be one of the worst teams for years to come. I demand to be released. But yeah, we're gonna simulate it to mid-season mark. See what the hell happens. But I guess I kind of want to make a trade for a 4th round pick. But is it worth doing? Like so you're like, I mean, I guess it is worth it, right? Because at least then, like, we got more picks to work around with. And I'm actually probably going to trade the worst defensive lineman that we had in Charlie Heck, who, by the way, got like 13 sacks last year. Okay, I don't think. Oh, somehow Tennessee is a terrible team. Like, they're gonna not be good. I know for a fact this year. There's no way they will. Okay, how about this? I trade one of my 2nd round picks. Right, you know. And you give me one of your 3rds. I actually might want to consider one next year. Yeah, I would say next year. Let's switch it, and do next year's 3rd. Deal? Alright. That's going to be a nice trade for us, because that means we get more draft capital to work with next year, and at least then we have 2 3rd-round picks to work with, and because we have a wretched offensive unit. Well, I mean, really wretched both units, but whatever.
I like the D line for right now. I'm probably gonna put Jamar Chase in the slot, and then I'm not sure what else I really need to do. Some type of offensive line upgrade I think is in order, but I might end up moving like a Heathen Energy, like a guard to play center, and then we'll have maybe Spain, Jackson Carmen, and a Heathen Energy and trade Trey Hopkins. I might like that. Now I probably will make another trade not even. Scared, boy?
Yeah, I am. I know, I don't want to fall in the syrup.
So if you guys didn't understand this, the whole point of the distance and the different punishments is that some things at the end are not punishments because who doesn't want to fall into a giant soft bed of sponge cake?
I want my shoes to get all syrupy.
Oh, he thinks he's going to the syrup. Okay.
Yeah, Brian almost went in last time in the syrup. 3, 2, 1. Oh, shoot. Oh, no! Oh, no! Oh, it's going down in my butt. It's in my... Oh, look at it. It's just like... Yo, this is honestly miserable right now.
Your turn, Bobby.
Oh, ow. Dang it! Literally going down my booty crack. Oh, what is it?
Pull harder.
Oh, no.
All right, Bobby, we got a couple size 17 and a half shoes for you here. Just for you.
Oh, this is my... I'm a size 11.
Honestly, not that much bigger than my shoes. Careful, trying to get up there.
Bobby, either fall before the syrup or after, man.
Go in the cake, and you and Brian can hug, and I'll get hungry. Put the visor down.
It's just gonna fog up.
Bobby, Bobby, Bobby,
You're gonna be chanting for a long time.
Can we have some elevator music, please? Hey, so how's the family, Brian? Well,
Oh, gosh. You were going so slow. I didn't kick in.
So we went 2-4 after last season. So like we literally have the exact amount of wins than we actually had last season. So I guess that's nice, an improvement. 25th in offense, so yeah, our offense has been doing a lot better. And our defense is ranked number 15. Which that's definitely gonna change. We actually surprisingly. So last season, well, I guess we had played a couple games. We only allowed 30 sacks. At the midseason mark, which was 3 weeks before where we sent the last time, we only have sacked him 9 times. So that's interesting. 7 interceptions, 6 touchdowns. I mean, this is pretty familiar for rookie quarterbacks. Isaiah Kidd, he has kind of been one of the reasons why we're still in a playoff run. Brandon Ayuk has been doing pretty well. I mean, what do you expect with a better, quarterback and actual receivers, maybe? But, okay, why is Logan Thomas on this team? Just why? We don't need another tight end. And I just drafted one in the second round. So just why? But, our rookie, I think, 6th round pick receiver, right, is actually not doing too terrible right now. So route technician, he's now a 61 overall. Well, not a 61 overall, but he's doing pretty well for a 6th round pick receiver. Our left tackle has allowed 3 sacks so far, and he hasn't even hit, well, again, it's just the beginning of the season. So surprisingly enough, Anthony Winfield has yet to allow a sack. That's pretty interesting, but also really nice. Once we only allowed 2 sacks, how are we ranked number 15? Like, this is not convincing me. We have 5 interceptions, and one of them has 2 interceptions. How are we ranked 15th in the league when we have the worst sack percentage ever? Like, I'm not even joking right now. Like, yeah. We have the worst sack defense in the entire league. By, like, 4 sacks. Yes. 4 sacks. That's pretty darn bad. That is pretty bad. It's not even pretty bad. That's just awful in general. So, if I could get maybe an actual pass rusher, maybe we could make a run in the playoffs. But again, this is a rebuild year. I don't really care. But maybe we could finally trade Roy Lopez for a decent edge rusher. If I could just somehow figure out a way to get a decent edge rusher, I'll be pretty happy, honestly. Like, it doesn't even have to be good, I just really wish it could just be decent. If I could get Gregory Rousseau, that would be really nice. I know it's not going to be just accepted there, boom. But you kind of get what I mean. How about the 149th pick and Roy Lopez? Alright, trade accepted. Funny enough, Roy Lopez was a 6th round pick, and we traded a 5th round pick, Gregory Rousseau, who is easily really worth all that draft capital. Like, seriously, Gregory Rousseau, funny enough, has actually played really well this season. Like, I'm not joking around. He actually has a pretty solid sophomore year. And I say solid mainly because now he has, like, actual person helping him out in terms of pass rush. So, yeah, 82, or I think I give him 86 finesse moves. So, yeah, Gregory Rousseau is going to be our brand new pass rusher. We actually, funny enough, have Trey Browns now as a corner. I mean, not Trey Brown. Trey Flowers. But, we're going to simulate it to the midseason mark. So, before I do that, and I actually didn't know you could do it in the midseason mark, I kind of know for a fact we're definitely getting one of these higher picks, technically. But, you know what, I'll just let it happen. I don't really care. It's just not really worth my time just looking through all the rookie players and then looking through all the players again. So, I just don't think so, bro. So, yeah, we're 2-4. We actually just had a bye week, funny enough. But, I mean, our playoff hopes aren't out of the question, but we're gonna gotta pick up some wins if that's gonna happen. So we're gonna simulate it to be all season because I just know for a fact we're gonna probably not even make it to the playoffs. So yeah, we're gonna need like a miracle for all of our rookies to actually make it.
I know what I can do. I'm gonna use my leg as a counterbalance. That's right, baby! Alright, on to round 3. Round 3. Going to get you narrow. Narrow the plane. Even harder. Scooters. Bobby has 23 feet, I have 39 feet, and Brian has only 11 more feet than me. 50. We're not doing punishments on this round because, frankly, it's a little too hard. I have a feeling you might make it all the way. I actually said I have a feeling you're going to make it all the way across. I don't want to go in that syrup, y'all. That's the worst one. That's narrow now. That's a little scary now. How much narrower is this one? 2 inches narrower than the last one. That means an inch on the other. Bro, you're so amazing. Let's just go. That was incredibly unfortunate, and I'm incredibly upset with that. I was so clean! Can I lie down on the cake? Or is that Bobby? Butter me up and fry me good. I'm a pancake. Alright, Joey's at 61 feet. So if I want to beat him, I have to go at least 11 feet. That's easy. That's just right there. I just don't want to go into syrup again, man. Alright. I'm just sticky to everything. Oh, dang it, I missed. Oh, I dropped the cake too early. You would have made that. Trust ball. That's so soft. It threw me off when you started throwing stuff at me.
All right, Bobby, you got to get 50 feet to beat
not be able to beat you.
So honestly, Bobby, you can just bail and just jump off. I don't think he has to try to do that. Oh, dang it! Get the ball! All right, Bobby. All right, guys. So I am today's winner. Jeffrey got second. Bobby. No, bro. No. Make sure you go watch this video that YouTube recommends for you right over here, and go watch.
So honestly, the only part I'm happy about is the fact we're actually not the worst team in the AFC South. So, yeah, I'm not complaining. So we at least get the Offensive Rookie of the Year, but Lamar actually wins MVP. Malik Harris, who I have no idea who the hell he is, wins Super Bowl MVP. But hey, we went 6-11, so I'm expecting no worse than anything. So we had the 13th in offense. Pretty good improvement. Probably because of change the playbook. And 20th defense. Okay, our quarterback needs to work on interceptions. But besides that, he's been doing pretty good. As well as 32 sacks allowed. But hey, I don't care. Over 1,000 yards for Isaiah Kidd. That is pretty nice to know. The fact that now he is doing that good is going to be adding back. But over 1,000 yards for Brandon Ayuk. So yeah, Brandon Ayuk. We're funny enough developing him to be one of the best wide receivers in the league. After a very good season, as well as Carrick Bondmore, who is just somehow one of the best wide receivers out of the entire. Like, I think he may have the best rookie receiver out of the entire. And okay, so Tyler Conk is actually the best rookie wide receiver, but was he second best? Who was Semla the I don't even know how to pronounce his name, but this man tied with Moran St. Brown. That's pretty big. I don't care. Like, that's still amazing. It's still amazing. So I wonder what happened on defense and see if our actual pass rushers did something. Love it, sacks for Gregory Rousseau. Yeah, safe to say that this is going to be one of the best pass rushers in the league now. Like, he has literally nothing. And yet he still has 11 sacks. 6 sacks for Jordan Jenkins. 3 sacks for Kevin. Yeah, so like, safe to say, no one really noticeable, I guess besides Bryant, really with 0.5, really got the sacks that they actually deserve. 3 interceptions for Matthew Bryant. Funny enough, he is still not even rated the best player. Best defensive player. That's messed up, bro. So, zone is more important in my scheme, so I might as well upgrade that. So then maybe he's rated the best at zone. 3 interceptions for 3 players. Nana Johnson Jr. and Monta Nickerson all had 3 interceptions. I don't know how, but they did it. Nick Lukowski and Derek Burnett all had 2 interceptions, and Kevin Pearson Jr., Gary Wallen, had 1 interception. But, yeah, funny. So, where did he got rated? Like, Matthew Bryant, where was he rated in terms of, I think in the AFC, right? Where was he rated in terms of defensive unit? So, yeah, so our safety was rated 6, but our Matthew Bryan was rated 4 in the AFC in terms of defense. So then, might as well also look at linebackers and corners and see how they played at that, actually. Yeah, so surprisingly, not surprising enough, he didn't make it to the best linebackers. And surprisingly enough, he made it. But somehow, Bill Becton won 9th place in DBs. It's just mind-blowing. I'm actually curious. Yeah, so he number 8 in terms of the best defensive lineman in the league. Honestly, kudos to him. Kudos to him. Does not mean a butthole wiener. So yeah, safe to say, we're gonna finally actually become a good team next year. Like, but we gotta fix, like, I think our receiving core is fine right now. Like, I mean, it seems like our quarterback has been completely fine with it. But we gotta, like, fix the D-line, man. The D-line is kind of just a joke right now. Because seriously, outside of Gregory Rousseau, we didn't have anybody who had more than, like, 4 sacks in that entire season. So, yeah. That's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. When I mean by pretty bad, I mean that's really, 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 really bad. Look who's tough.
Welcome to T-Bets. This is the Spicy Cup Martin Challenge. I'm Martin, this is Jared. Here are our players for today. We have Brian. Oh, this side, wrong side. Okay, Brian. Then we have Jack. Jeffrey. Daisy Bros. Alright, the way we're going to be playing this game is just like regular cup songs, but instead of ping pong balls, wings will be thrown. They still be let go. If the wing is thrown, it's somebody else's cup. So you got to be pulled out and eat. There will be hot sauce on it. Hot sauce will make you turn out. Claudia and I will not be participating in this video because of personal sensitive. Oh, I'm sorry, Joe. That's as far as I'm going to go into it, okay? I spent hours on purpose. Right, next one. Slow down. Oh, I'm feeling good. I'm ready for this. Do you realize what you're about to put together? No. This isn't your usual Daisy Bros like, oh no, I have whipped cream on me. Warning, disrespect is respect. Brian's part is not this interaction.
These players are on the last year of their contract.
Bobby, you know how to dance with me? Hey, I'm the coach. Stand in there, kid. Hey, is it better to throw it by the end of the bone or by the back? I've never thrown a chicken wing into a cup. All right, fine. Here we go. First shot. Don't die. No. Piece of cake, Brian. I hit it off his face. Does that mean anything? Well, it'll mean it's already out of you. Dude, what? Are you kidding me? This ain't a home run derby.
Using a Reaper pepper, the Cyanide Reaper.
Carolina Reaper, that's the hottest pepper in the world right now. Cyanide Reaper? Set your eyes on. Go for it, Brian. There is no lose, only win. Oh, shoot, you got this. Come on, no. You got this. You have this. Starting to get a little less pain. Enter through this and let it rise up. It's making it work. You'd think he would just not throw it so far every time. Yeah. Maybe I'll throw it a little softer this time. Everybody's talking. It makes more sense. Grand slam. What? He throws it like a foot too far every time. Jeff is so good. I want Jeff to eat one of these things because he can. He thinks Taco Bell mild sauce is spicy. Oh, it's a hot one. It's Taco Bell turtle. Oh, hey, hey. I need to use my leg more. Less overshot it all over the adjust. Conquer. We're not throwing all these plates away. We're gonna give them to my dog afterwards. After I take the bone out of it. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Corey's recommendation. Still an overshoot. I can't. What on earth? I don't know. I have no reason to be worried. I mean, this might work better. Just stand further back, maybe. What? Hey, stand further back. This is gonna be fun. This is a piece of cake, Brian. Honestly, this is my second hottest pepper tart on the computer. Oh! 6,000. Ow! Okay, a little lawmaker. I can't. Obviously, I've been struggling with that for over a week. Okay, you know what? I'll use my leg. It just wasn't a basketball shot. See? That's what it is. That's what it is. No, it's the one with the cup. It's the diarrhea. Oh, no. It's the empty cup.
2,000,000 Scoville units, lethal dose.
To start off the video. My lips are numb. Calm down, bro. Calm down.
Way too much. That's way too much.
No, it's fine. That's a lot. Don't get it like that on his lip.
Chicken got it on his lip.
Oh, no.
That's the worst mistake, bro. Don't get it on your lip, because it's honestly my lip is numb right now.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. You know what? It's not that bad. Oh. Okay. Oh, what? Yeah, buddy! It's not that bad. Tears are flowing from his eyes. Get it right now. Oh, dang, I gotta catch this. Oh, yes! No, it didn't go in. Oh, what? Oh, camera trick. I thought that was... My lip feels like it's... Oh, my God. Yes! Yes! We got it back! Talk about baby, yeah!
So it's 450 Scoville units.
Oh, that's Wingstop. That's not ketchup.
Frank's Red Hot.
Oh, that's good. Bro, go. Let's go. No, favorite
Red Hot
bite.
is delicious.
Put it back. Come on now. It's Frank's, bro. I know. I get the joke. I hate you. What does that have to do with it? Okay.
Alright, so they all accepted. So the most best part about him,
As moderate, it's liquid explosion.
Which will ensue after this. All right, okay. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, that's nothing. Right. This is nothing. You got this. You brushed my team with it. No pain. For your all time. Right now. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Yeah. Fire. Ah!
That is also labeled as moderate. It's called the Wingmaster.
You think I'm good?
That's 0 school units of ketchup.
Hey, I tried. Hey, I really tried. I tried. It felt something. Why can't I? Focus, man. Go get. Let's hear it. You want to hear from Tim? Hear from Tim. Let me look back to the honest. All right. Never listening to my coach Campbell. Real life. We try to create what we need. Shell, follow your elbow at the side of your head like this. Okay? Yeah, take it easy. Like you said, your legs weren't at a 45 degree. See what happens. Don't real. I just wasted a turn right there. Forward focus. Give me your focus. With your face. Breathe. You're gonna give us like a breathe. Yes! Get out of the That's an empty one, baby! That's the end. We got some fire coming in here! That's 6 million. That's 3 times worse than what you just took. Yeah. So, let me give you a little bio to this. This is the end. Hey, Chris. Hey, Jeff. Hi-yo. Jeff's really regretting coming to this today. It's a thin dog. That's as big as the other one, you psycho. Ooh, that smells real good. Yeah? Now, why don't you show us how to taste it? Hi-yo. Yeah, that wasn't enough. Do it again. Just go. Just go. What do you think? Oh, no. Where's that? Oh, no. Okay, sorry to burn you up. Don't touch your eyes. Oh, yeah. You gotta lower your finger, bro. Calm down. Crazy. Kiss. Goodbye. There's more in my throat this time. Probably. Your ears? Hey, Dad. Hey, you're good. What was that? No one... My head itches now. Oh, man. Oh, we did it.
24,000 Scoville units, zombie apocalypse.
That's not that hot. Dipped in 6 million. You're not allowed to say that's not that hot. Yeah, yeah, that's not that hot. 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 Joey has never participated in a fight with probiotics that has... I'm smarter than that. That's true. I wish you could. Okay, now I've got kicked. Like, that's not enjoyable, but it's not... Look at that sweat. My lips. You look horrible, dude. I feel horrible.
You need to focus. You need to look at it and envision it going into the cup.
Look at me here in the eye.
And then put it in the stinking cup.
Stop yelling at me. I'm in pain. Hey! Why, dude? What is that, Whitney?
1 million Scoville units.
Yes, baby.
Mad Dog 357.
Get it right from the end, bro. Oh, no. There's so much. I really wish I could eat some of it, but I can't. I'm gonna think twice before next time I accept a team invite. Honestly, Jeff, you look like an absolute mess right now. I am a mess, bro. You look like my daughter when she has a cold, just boogers in it everywhere. Focus, dude. I'm focusing. Shut up. Oh, so close. Dude, my tummy's starting to hurt. Oh, yeah, buddy! Wait. I need the rest. Come on, that counts. What? That's literally it.
That is moderate clam chowder.
Oh, okay. Clam chowder hot sauce. That's gonna be mean. Oh, no.
Damn.
That is 1 million Scoville units, 357.
Shaq made tons of videos. Shaq broke after that one chip challenge. He made his life. Living out his life.
Eventually.
Hey. Now this is the thing to do. No. have a variety of different hot sauces here. Great around one all the way up to the last step right here. This one, a little bit more enticing.
To your places. Blue will be throwing first.
Lego. How fast do you want to win? Always consider your best because nothing is given for free. On money. Sometime.
That's Poland cleaner.
Oh!
Oh.
What? No, that's not. Wait, that's not
Elevated
bad.
up.
How about tonight? How about that? Hard. Ah. Ah. I'll rate it like a 4. Look in. Boom. One jump. Lego. Boom. That. That. Boom. That. Boom. That. Boom. That. Boom. That. Boom. That. Boom. That. No. Honestly, if you miss, that's no, pretty bad. Oh! He missed. Practice my backdoor foot. Give it. Why not? Why did I miss? Why miss and go through? Because you trust me. Look at me. You didn't listen to me. And that's what I want you to do. Listen to me. That's right. I'm sorry, coach. I am your coach now. I am your coach. Read this. Let's go. Hey. Oh, that says free pass. I don't remember that.
The bomb.
The bomb. Let's go. Why doesn't it start out with that one?
All right, so this one has actual long jump in the air.
All right, Brian, go for it, Brian. No. Oh, no. Oh, no. Let's go. Hey, I'm not your coach. You're going to suffer.
Oh!
Are you gonna listen to me this time? All right, I want you to go right-handed for this.
That's not helping me
Go
win.
right-handed right now.
Hey, trust your coach.
Now
Your hand
no,
overhand.
no,
Wait,
do it.
no, I said right-handed. How do you want me to do it?
I want you to do shot put.
Then kick your leg out. That's good.
What did coach say? Hands are all greasy.
That one is called pain.
Pain.
Hey, now you gotta shake it up. You gotta make sure all
Yeah.
the fire
your eyes are watering. I can see all the little veins in your eyes. As long as I keep ice in my mouth, it's okay. You guys didn't see it. We took about a 10-minute break. We could fry. I ate ice cream. I ate ice cream.
You need ice cream? Okay, I'm gonna cut.
Burn my arm hair. All right. What do you want me to do, coach? I can't think. Do a little shot put. Put your arms like this, and right before he throws it, go like that. Honestly, I can't taste it. I just taste I think we seared all of Ryan's meat. Oh! Yes, Ryan! Yes! I'm good!
That one is the last stab.
Yeah! If we were gonna poop, order. Now, takes a little bit to hit you. So, whoa, we can like it a little bit. Go. All right, we're good. Let's go. That's good. Let's do it, Ryan. Yes, Ryan. Yes, Ryan.
That's the fiery pool.
Oh no, that was fire. It's just bad, dude. I think it's the world record for hottest hot sauce without using extracts. Right to the colon. Immediately. Don't let it go through the intestines. It helps. Let's go. Okay, you're good. I'm good. The fire just get hotter. It got hotter. I thought it was over. Get it, Brian. Get it, Brian. Let me help you out there, Jordan.
That is the bomb.
Yes! And they have a radioactive logo on it. Come on, let's go. All day. All right. What? What did you put in after this? You put in ice cream. When did you get for this? Ah! Oh! Yes, yes.
It didn't go in.
It went in? It didn't go in. Oh. I can smell that one. Dude, I ate so much of it. Well, why don't you just for what? Oh, that's hey, bro, that's absorb it. No! No! It is! That is good! It is! Let's go! Let's go! You screwed up, bro. No. Oh, you don't get 357! Oh, he doesn't get 357! Hey, the game's over, but he still has to do his punishment. Whitney, what hot sauce does he have? What?
That was fiery.
Oh, that's the world record hot sauce. That's the one that killed me. You did outro, not outro. Big thanks to Kevin for failing to coach me to victory. For following. Thank you, Kevin. I'm Andy Clare. You guys can go watch the YouTube recommend. Our first vlog video. Call your mom, tell her you love her. Love you, Mom. We'll see you guys next time. Peace. They're known as Muffler Men, American giants. For decades, they've stood proud. Is this thing safe? Hello and welcome to the Don't Get Dropped Off the Ledge challenge. Brian and I are extremely nervous right now. Bobby's also nervous. We're risking a life with his fish. Oh, this bear. If he fell and died, he doesn't care that much, but his fish is forever.
Bruh.
What's your fish's name, Bobby? I mean, Kevin could have. I'm Kevin, and I am nervous. No, actually, I'm not nervous for Bobby because he's not Dylan. I'm nervous for Joey and Brian. Pointed at you and cut up. Bobby. I will be asking
She.
questions if they get it wrong.
Who the heck is this guy? I never seen this guy before, man. Freaking crap.
All 4 chords, guess where they go? All the way back, over to the floor. I'll be clear, he's slipping the ropes. All right, players, are we ready? No, I'm not ready. Get in your chairs. Right out. I'm in my chair. Lean back. Lean back. Oh, my God. Come on, Brian. Am I not there? Am I not there? Am I not there? Oh, my God. That's making me nervous, buddy. Hey, Rich.
What the heck is this? What the heck are you even?
I'm not trusting in you right now. Rich is. Whoa! What was that? Bro!
play Overwatch 2 before? Oh, watch Overwatch 2 before.
Good job, Brian.
Good job, Ryan. Joey, the rules apply to you as well.
My heart is literally.
No, I haven't actually.
All right, now on the clock, the Texans.
Yes, that is correct, Joey. Bobby, your word is cemetery.
Oh, no. What? C.
Okay, next up, it's the Broncos on the clock.
Cemetery. Are we ready?
I seriously, I have to do my best.
Brian, we are still spelling shenanigans. Are you ready for your second
The
word?
Texans are now on the clock.
Brian, your word is rhythm.
Oh, you're done, son. R. Y.
Sorry, Brian. What? Right? It's wrong.
You should play it
THL.
because it's fun.
I'm glad I didn't get that, y'all. What the heck? I know it's an H. Neither did I, bro. No! Silent S is invisible.
That's a
It's
silent
invisible.
S.
It's two. Wait. Bro.
Are we ready?
I'm so scared.
The Colts are now on the clock.
The word is playwright.
What? Playwright.
That is correct, Johnny. That is correct. Playwright.
Okay, the Texans up now. They're on the clock.
Playwright. Bobby, the word is coming to you. Are you ready?
No.
Hero.
Wendy, why would you do this to me? E-H. E?
Let him finish.
Okay, I'm sorry. Let me do that over again because DK gave it away. E-H-A.
Oh.
R.
And Silas, how Silas? Something like that. I don't even know. How will you not know me?
I've always questioned where my spelling skills were going to come in.
I don't know.
It's the Cowboys now on the
All
clock.
right, round 2 is ready time. Answered incorrectly. It's name. Brian, what two teams are in the 2019 Super Bowl?
It's so easy, but I just blanked out because I'm so scared.
And the Texans now on the clock. Who do they have their eye on?
Rams and Patriots.
That is correct.
A-O.
Oh my God. Even that.
A-L-O-S.
Joey, the question is
I don't even know what that is.
Joey, are you ready? Yeah. What fast food chain launched the Cheetos sandwich?
Oh.
What? That's terrible. Is that your answer, Joey?
The Colts now on the clock. Let's see what they do.
That is wrong. Joey. The answer is KFC.
Oh, why C? That sounds disgusting. Well, KFC and General. No, it's not General.
It's so
Now
OV
it's the Texans.
because
Time is ticking.
of my username.
Oh, you go back far.
Mm.
Can we pull my rope up a little bit? Too back far.
Bobby, which popular actor voices Emmett, the main character of the Lego Movie 2?
That's easy. I know it.
Emmett?
Oh, okay. I'm trying to put his voice in my head. I don't watch the Lego movie.
3, 2, Chris Pratt. That is correct. No, that is correct.
Okay, here we go. The Cardinals now on the clock.
He's never seen the movie. How is he going to know?
First one, I haven't seen the second one. Dude, I don't watch the Lego movie.
All right, Brian.
All right, now
Iris?
the Texans.
By seeing a series of emotions. Get that? You're going to have to name that movie. For the first one, Corey, please put it right here.
Frozen.
Frozen. That is correct. That is correct.
I think I'm right, but there's so much doubt in my mind because the fear is just
Okay, here we go. The Colts now on the clock.
really Spider-Man. What?
That is correct. That is
Oh, I thought it was Charlotte's Web. What the hell? I'm such a...
hard. Brian, it goes back to you. Are you ready for
The
this question?
Texans are now on the clock.
Brian, name this. Oh, I know it. All right, Brian, I need an answer right now. And
Aquaman.
Ocean's 11. What did you say, Brian?
That makes perfect sense.
Eiley? I can't pronounce this. I'm such an idiot.
And now on the clock, it's the Vikings.
Why am I sweating so much?
clock now. It's the Broncos, and time is ticking.
He got it! On to round number 3. Acting
5.
animal. Time you place your raise. So I'm going to act as an animal, and you must guess correctly. If you don't guess it correctly, guess
On the
what?
clock now, it's the Falcons. Okay, the Texans up now. They're on the clock.
That is correct.
I was like, either it's giraffe or an ostrich.
All right, Joey, are you ready for your animal? Oh, come on. That is correct. That is correct. Yeah, buddy.
Your friend.
Oh, we got one question wrong. Bobby. All right, Bobby. It's your turn. Are you ready? Go.
Your network quality is currently not surfacing to your broadcast gameplay. Okay, that makes sense.
Bobby, you are safe. Yeah. On to round 4. It is the cube. Each player is going against the Rubik's Cube. The goal of this is to make sure you get one side all the same color. The slowest player, let him know, guys. Don't start yet. Don't start yet. I will snip, PG.
Isley Aiden.
3, 2, 1, go.
5.
Bobby is so close. Okay, Bobby's the first one completed. Oh, Bobby understands constantly how to do it.
I have no idea.
I have no 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, put it down. 5, 6, right? 4, 5, 6. All right, put some more time on the clock.
I wanted to give up, bro. Oh.
Okay, the Bears are on the clock now.
Ryan got 7.
Your friend met in Fortnite. Okay.
Let him know, everybody. Snip, snip. In 3, 2, 1.
Oh. I'm tied with Brian.
On to round 5. The name of this game is Whip or Flip. I'm going to give you guys some questions. You are going to write down your answer, one that you think I'm going to like wrong. It's based on what I like. Get it? The least favorite answer that I get, guess what?
I had this thinking that
The title of a podcast that you never listen to.
this is bad. I'm nervous. I can't think.
All right, time's up. The title of a podcast that you would never, ever listen to. The first answer I see here is Hanging Out with J. Fred, or 60 Minutes with Bobby. How farts are actually particles of Count Dookie touching your nose.
Yeah, I think I understand what you meant.
All right,
I'm really trying so hard.
order of my favorites. Number 1 is Hanging Out with J. Fred. Number 2, 60 Minutes with Bobby.
Come on.
And number 3, how farts blah 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 particulates on your nose. Say it with me, guys. Snip, snip. In 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Don't trip on my quarter. That got me nervous when he
That looks
jumped.
high from here. Sorry, Fish. Sorry, Bobby. Down to the last 2 players. Same game. I'm going to read your question. Give me the best answer. My favorite. No snip, snip. Least favorite. The secret to a happy life. Select your first line. Are you ready?
We'll see ya later.
Here we go. Answer number 1.
I mean, if you want to play Fortnite with me after this, I'm totally fine with that.
That's number 1. Number 2, for Kevin. Well, you both are smart. This one's gonna be tough. I mean, you guys are both smart. Because this one has an exclamation mark, it gives it more excitement. I was gonna say my favorite is for Kevin. All right, guys, you know what time it is. Say it with me. Snip, snip.
Bro, come on. I'm very you love donuts.
In 3, 2, 1.
Okay, I'll invite me when you want.
Last person you would consider inviting to your birthday party. Kim Jong-un. That is a good one. Bad man. Number 2, myself.
To play.
But for real, think about it. I prefer
More likely, probably Fortnite.
Like, would you invite yourself to birthday party? No, you're good. You're throwing it. That is the dumbest answer.
my job now.
Boy.
And I will tell you my favorite. This one is Kim Jong-un.
I knew he was gonna do that.
No, you didn't know nothing. You know what time it is? Say it with me. Snim,
Snim,
snim.
You literally got everybody saying snim, snim.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, Mamacita! Whoa! Yo, bro!
It seems that they're down to the last string. This is nerve-wracking.
I know.
For them. All right. Remember, my least favorite gets a snip, and this is the last string, so you go. All right, here we go, guys. The question is, a terrible sportscaster catchphrase for when someone dunks a basketball. Finalize your answer.
Ah! Ah! Woo!
Are we ready?
I'm not too confident. Neither am I, bro.
All right. The first one is Stinky Bottom Fritz. That's what I call a Slammeroni popsicle.
Stinky bottom Fritz. That's what I call a Slammeroni popsicle.
Alright.
Number 2.
Bye.